When it comes to combating the climate catastrophe that we face, there is one thing that is never included in the conversation, and that is the role of the military in our climate crisis. The US military is the biggest institution polluter on the planet. The Pentagon uses up more petroleum than any other organization or institution on the planet. If the Pentagon was itself a country, it would be the 47th largest polluter on the planet. The US military has over 800 military bases around the world. And what these bases do is, first of all, destroy the environment in the places they are located simply to create the base in the first place. Secondly, because of the massive use of weaponry, aircraft carriers, of jets, of tanks, etc., the emissions from these bases are absolutely massive. And then the third primary way in which the military despoils our environment is actually through conflict. Think about the bombs, which poison soil for generations and generations to come. The American military used chemical weapons such as Agent Orange in Vietnam. The capacity of these chemical weapons to deforest massive areas of landmass. This not only had a devastating impact on people at that time, but those sorts of impacts continue until today. In understanding the links between climate and conflict, it's really important to understand that the defense industry, the weapons makers, the mercenary organizations, as well as homeland security industries and border security industries, actually profit from the climate crisis. They sell the weapons that cause conflict in many parts of the world. Those conflicts result in huge numbers of people fleeing their homelands. And then those same companies make huge amounts of money from keeping those fleeing refugees from entering our countries. And whenever people relocate en masse, the environment is a victim. If we think about the more than $2 trillion a year that is spent on narrowly defined security and national defense, in order to sustain defense and military spending at these ridiculous levels, the mainstream media, the military-industrial complex, and our governments are all trying to convince us that the greatest security threats we face are military, the greatest threats to human security